Hello, what's going on, everybody? My name is Shadow, and we are back with some KSP. Today, we are doing a Minmus mission, as you may have seen in the title. Um, let's talk about the craft for a moment. So, the craft is a main stage with a skipper engine, and then you have a basic copy of it with four of them on the side. The skipper engine there is stud liquid fuel engines as well for more stability and control and extra thrust because we needed it. And then the next stage is this one where you have four other tanks that lead into it. This one is meant to like almost finalize the orbit. And then this one might finalize the orbit and also carry us all the way to Minmus. These outer tanks will help us for landing and a little bit for takeoff. And then this main stage right here in the middle will take us home. And then we'll either air brake or we'll just go full power and thrust. And then you can see the lower upturn pod has Jeb, Bill, and Bob in it. Yeah, we got fins up here for when we're coming back. We have a little bit of stability, and I also added air brakes. And yeah, so let's get to the flight. This thing is heavy, so it will take a good minute or two to get up and out of the atmosphere. So we're going to want to point up for a minute. And then since we are doing a Minmus trip, we do not want to go straight 90 degrees. Depending on the direction you're heading, you want to either go 92 or like not 80 something. Uh, don't quote me on the numbers, but it is roughly like that, and you should be able to get a intercept depending on what side you're coming off of the planet from. So, like for me, I'm on this side, which right now, it's not really the best, but I can make it work. Yep. And then all you gotta do once you're out there is just match your speed to the planet. And you should be able to get an intercept after a good minute or two. You can see here I'm starting to do the gravity turn while aiming it to like 80 or so degrees. Here in a moment, this bottom stage, the outer ones will empty, and then it'll be just a main stage. Okay. They have fallen off and are flown away. Looks like we may not have any explosions. How nice. If we really wanted, we could put parachutes and maybe a probe core on them to save them. But I'm not that interested in saving my stuff. It'll just hit the ground and explode. Or the ocean. As long as it's not left in space. That's what matters. You can see our speed has switched to orbital, and we are now raising our periapsis more. We still have to raise the apoapsis though until we're up and out of space. Or up and into space. This also will be Bill and Bob's, both of them, their first time to Minmus. So this will be nice. And then they can do a little bit of science. Hopefully I land in a biome I haven't been in. And yeah, we'll be able to gather some science. I got some barometers, some temperature gauges, and the science goo modules. There's two of each of them. And our apoapsis is now above 70,000, so we can begin to point more prograde and below it. So we can get more speed. Because we need more speed. Okay, the lower stage is gone, detaching that, and now we're launching off this stage. As you can see, it doesn't have a lot of fuel, but it does have enough that it should put us in orbit. or at least just about. Alright, these 4 outer tanks are almost empty. And they're depleted, we can release them. Okay. Not doing bad at all. You can see the time lapses is dropping now, but our periapsis is rising a lot. Okay, we have a stable orbit. If we look at the map, you can see that we can't quite see Minmus yet, but we will be able to soon. That's how we're going to set up our course. So what we're going to do is when you can see Minmus start sparkling, it's really hard to see on YouTube, but on the game itself you'll be able to see it easier. You'll see a little sparkle right on the horizon, and that's what you're looking for to get the perfect launch window. It's right there. Okay, now you want to play prograde, start burning, and yep, we're now heading for that little star right there. Okay, looks like our orbit is in the same plane as Minmus, so we should get almost a direct launch, hopefully. Now we're about to detach the lower stage and use the final transfer stage, which is also the lander. So we gotta be efficient with this so we don't use too much of our fuel. Okay. And yes, it's named the Cheese Puff because of all the orange tanks we had on it. We're probably gonna time lapse these burns so you guys don't have to wait as long. And I'll see you right after the burn time and all that. And now we have a Minmus periapsis, so now what we gotta do is time warp until we're out there. We want to burn retrograde as soon as we are at the apoapsis. And then we're just gonna try and lower the orbit speed until we can land there. As you can see, that was pretty much a direct ascent launch to it. We are slightly off, but it's pretty damn close. It's good enough. Okay. And then now you can see this is our Minmus periapsis that we are now in. If we begin to stop that, we go into burn retrograde. We should start to see this thing curve, and we should be going to orbit Minmus. Yep, it's curving down. What I'm going to do is just time warp a little bit more. Okay. And burn again. This time massive. Big burn, and you can see we almost have a full orbit. There we go. And now in orbit, and we can go to this side, so we can actually do this safer. Burn retrograde here. Okay. And we're just going to lower this periapsis and epilepsis as much as we can without getting it too low so we don't crash. Okay. Now we're going to go to the 15,000 periapsis. Okay. There we go. Now you can see we are here right above the Minmus. Not bad at all. And we're going to begin to thrust and slow down. Actually, we're going to time warp just a little bit more so we're past the dark side slightly. Okay. Now we'll begin to thrust and hopefully be able to land somewhere on this light side. Okay. You can see we now actually have a landing. So we're going to time warp more now until we're roughly somewhere here. Okay. Let's look at what we're dealing with. Not too bad looking. We're gonna land somewhere here then. Okay. Time warp some more. Looks like we might be landing near a hill. I do not want to land near the hill. I'd like to land right below us. Preferably. We're just gonna time warp some more until we drop. Let's see, we can probably time warp to around 1,000, and then we want to do some burn. And I know I forgot to put legs in this thing. But you don't necessarily need legs on here. At least for this area, because it's similar to the moon. As long as you land lightly, you're okay. I want to align ourselves to 90 degrees. And there we go, we have a powered landing. And we can run our science experiments. So on this side, yep. So we can observe the mystery goo. Nice, got 25 from it. We can do the barometer, 30. Do the temperature gauge, nice. Okay, now that's all that for here. At least on the ground. Let's have our scientists come on EVA and jetpack him out. Okay. Let's get an EVA report and a surface sample. Nice, 75. Let's plant a flag here. Because we have now successfully landed them on Minmus. Now what we're going to do is make them back. Okay. Now let's get Bob back in. It's a big jump. Don't float away on me, Bob. Okay. He is now boarded and they are ready to go. First, though, I want to just pin these real quick, otherwise, I'm going to forget to do it. And I want to do these ones while I'm in the air. So let's begin going up. Okay, observe. Thank you. Unpin that. Do this one. And this one. There we go. Oh, and I forgot to do, damn. Okay. Crew report. Or at least I got it while in space. That's good. Okay. Now all we gotta do is just burn sideways until we can raise periapsis and begin to go home. Okay. We're now have a trajectory that's gonna be a really wide orbit, but it'll be alright. So all we gotta do is just start burning retrograde once we're away from Minmus. Okay. And now we just gotta burn retrograde and bring them home. Okay. Okay. And we now have a periapsis of 70,000. All we gotta do is just time warp until we are over there, which is a really slow flight at the beginning, but it eventually gets faster and faster. I believe we'll be at the atmosphere around like 30,000, or not 30,000, 3,000 meters a second. It's pretty fast. Okay, and now that we are here, we're gonna begin to use our thrust now. Just a little bit to bring that down into the atmosphere. And we're gonna time warp till we actually are forced out of time warp. So now we're in the atmosphere, we're just gonna continue to burn retrograde as much as possible. Because we have a lot of speed that we need to kill off. Oh, what do you guys think of Minmus, huh? Enjoy it, Bob and Bill? I think that's Jeb's second time landing there now. So, yep, good job, guys. You came back alive and all. Proud of you. You can see we're about to detach the outer thrusters here in a second. Then it'll be just a core, so we didn't even need all that fuel. Like, it was a little bit extra. Yep. Now attach those and begin to slow down more. I might have to detach this fuel stage though, otherwise it might drag us into the ground. Okay, we are no longer going back up, and we're slowing down now. Let me just time warp a little bit so we can speed this process up. Turn on RCS so we can keep control. And you can see we are now dropping into 60,000 meters, around 55,000 meters. We might start catching flame. Maybe not too, you never know. Yep, doesn't look like we're catching flame because we are going slow enough. However, we are starting to barrel into the atmosphere now. Okay, this lower stage is about to be done. Okay, lower that stage, let go. And if it gets too bad, we'll open the air brakes. Okay, just gonna shut that off for now and fast forward until we are pretty low. Turn it back on. Might even be worth just detaching it here soon. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Detach and pull the chutes. Okay. We just want a time warp. If you're wondering why the tail fins were here and the brakes, it's because last time I was going way too fast and I wanted to make sure I was able to land. Tail fins were for control because it was really unstable. Like it all flopped around. But this entry was pretty good. You can see they have come back alive, all of them, and we have landed. So let's recover this vessel and let's see how much science we got. Okay, we got 258 science from that. That's good. We got a couple $1,000 back, and both of them leveled up to level 2 for being admin for their first time. Oh, yeah. Alright. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. And if you did enjoy, you should hit the like and subscribe button. And that's going to be it for today. So peace out, guys.